Alright guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to go over the top 10 loadouts that I play with every day in whether it's Warzone or BR rather, um, or Rebirth or Vanguard Royale. So my main class setup is the AMAX. I love this gun. It's got a very fast TTK. We'll go over the graphs in our next video, as we always do. We got the Zodiac barrel. Okay, that offers bullet velocity, recoil control, and damage range. Okay, monolithic suppressor. Just again, keep off that mini map. The VLK. Now I use a different reticle, and we'll go over that in a second. You can either choose the Commando foregrip, which adds your horizontal recoil control, or you could use the range of foregrip. The range of foregrip's amazing. I love it. It adds a little bit more of that recoil control vertically. However, it adds 17 ms, so milliseconds, to your ADS time. So I go with the Commando foregrip because it doesn't affect that. 45 round mag, just because we need that extra 15 rounds. And we'll go over the reticle that I use. The reticle I use is the T-pose, similar to the Axle Arms. Okay. This gun is insane. Okay. I've been playing with the Owen gun a lot lately, but this Type 100 I feel has a faster GTK. What allows that is we're going to use the rapid barrel, which increases fire rate. Okay, also damage range. Recoil booster, again, for the fast fire rate. Now, however, because we're not using a silencer, we'll show up on the minimap. But with the Type 100, you can use this perk called Unmarked, and it provides position concealment. So as if it's the same thing as using a silencer. You can use Gung Ho with this. And what Gung Ho is going to do is going to make your sprint to fire time 0. Instant. Which is an amazing option. So if you do go ahead and use Gung Ho, I would recommend either changing this to subsonic or changing this to a silencer. Personally, I would go with the subsonic, just because I do want that faster fire rate. But I like to stay off the minimap, and I want to use the hollow point, so I'm going to use Unmarked. Carver foregrip. Now this is hip fire accuracy and recoil control. You can go ahead and use the aim down sight or even the hand stop. I would want to use some sort of recoil control because this gun does have a lot of horizontal shake with the fast fire rate. Okay. The folding stock for the initial fire recoil, and then you also get the aim, walking, movement speed, and whatnot. You can go ahead and use the skeletal stock as well, if you're okay with that recoil. Okay, so we've got that's, and then of course just our normal perks, cold-blooded. I love to use cold-blooded, overkill, and combat scout, and we'll go over some of the classes that I prefer to change overkill with. But the second loadout I use is the M13 and the Fennec. The Fennec is insane, so fast. I think it is the fastest like modern warfare Cold War SMG. So let's just go over my long range M13, which is the marksman barrel, adds recoil control, okay, and bullet velocity and damage range. Monolithic suppressor, Commando foregrip, and the 60 round mag. Now there's no difference between taking the 60 round and the 50 round mag as far as ADS time, and then it only adds like they both take away movement speed. 60 round is only 1% more negative movement speed. Okay, so it's definitely worth taking the 60 round. And again, the VLK and the T-pose reticle. Alright, and then we have the Fennec. Now this is an interesting build. I built this a few, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. By taking the Apex instead of the Deadfall, and the saber, you get longer range, and you actually get a faster ADS time, which is crazy. I also use the sleight of hand, okay? Just because the 40 round drum mag is not enough bullets. This gun its fire rate is so fast, those 40 round bullets feel like they're 20 or 10. So you definitely want sleight of hand. Yes, okay, perfect. And then all the same stuff for perks, lethals, and tacticals. And this is my sniper class, my sniper support. I use the M13. It has 0 recoil. It's a fast fire rate gun, so it's forgiving. I use the Cyclone instead of the Marksman, and the reason why is because I get the it's already silenced, so I don't have to use a muzzle, so that frees up a spot for my stock. So I like to have a clear picture so I can hit those 30, 40, 50 meter shots if I have this out instead of my sniper. And then I use the stippled grip tape for aim down sight and movement speed, and skeletal stock, same thing, movement speed and aim down sight times, aim down sight. And then we go with the sniper class, which I love the Swiss. I'm a mouse and keyboard player, I'm not a controller player. If you're a controller player, I recommend going with the car, but I'm a mouse and keyboard player. So, SAS combat stock, I used to rock the bruiser grip, but there's no reason to. The SAS, and I'll go over the charts with this in the next video, you get like 20% more movement speed out of this combat stock than you do if you were going to use the bruiser grip. You can't, it's not even a comparison. 5 milliwatt laser sight, combat recon, GRU suppressor, and I use the airborne elastic. I used to use the serpent wrap, but I use the airborne elastic because of the flinch resistance that they added to Caldera. You need that flinch. And then yeah, so it's just a regular optic, so I don't change that. And then this gun is insane. This is a brand new gun. It's called the Vargo 52. This gun has 0 recoil. And it has the same TTK as the M13 up to minus 17 meters from what then the first damage range is on the M13. So for sniper support, I would go with the M13. Long range, this has a similar TTK as the EM2 with no recoil. 3 times optic, task force, GRU suppressor, Spetsnaz, and 60 round. It's going to be a little bit slower of a ADS time, but this gun fries. It's hilarious. It's going to get nerfed. I pair that up with the Owen gun. I love this gun. I've won so many rebirth resurgences just with this gun. Nothing else. Rapid barrel recoil booster for the faster fire rate. Aim down sight with the Mark 6 skeletal. The 7.62 Garanko 72 round. And then this is where I use the subsonic. A lot of people will go with the hollow point. I go with the subsonic just because I want to stay off the mini-map. Polymer grip for the added recoil control. I use acrobatic for movement speed and sprint fire speeds because I want to be as quick as possible with this gun. Quick, you can use fully loaded, but I recommend quick because I want to be as fast as I can. I use the Ravenwood MK stock just for the added movement speed. I've seen a lot of people using the removed stock as of recently. Maybe let me know how it is. I have yet to try it. I'm kind of scared to. I used to use the folding stock a lot, but I've seemed to love the Ravenwood for whatever reason. I may try this out in a future video, but for now, this is the build. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. Now this is a gun that I recently found, and I made a previous video of. This is the AK-47, the Modern Warfare. This has the fastest TTK in the game right now. That has a controllable recoil that's reasonable. VLK, 3x optic, Romanian barrel. It comes with an underbarrel as well. Monolithic suppressor, and then the 30-round mag. This is going to increase fire rate, and it's also going to help you out with the recoil control so you can hit those long-range shots. I use sleight of hand because 30 rounds is not enough, similar to the AS Val, which this beats. The T-pose, reticle as always with my VLKs, and this is the same. I just pair this up with the Type 100 because it is the fastest TTK. So this is a fun one to play with. I love using this. This is what I use in some of the the Vanguard solo tournaments. Is the Bren. This build, similar to J-God's, I was using the 40 round 6.5 Sakura. I recently switched over to the 100 round. Hilarious. This gun is so fun to use. 7.75 Scepter. Now this does add ADS time, different from the 705, but it adds a lot of recoil control, which you're gonna need if you're gonna be rocking the 100 round mag. MX silencer, hand stop, lengthened polymer for the added recoil, tight grip for the added recoil, fully loaded. And I'm using the Queen's model. I was using the Hawkinson. I just find that this helps out with recoil control a lot more. The Owen gun, which we've already gone over, so I'm not going to go over that again, but that's what I pair it with. And then finally we come down to the Vanguard sniper support class, and I use the AS-44. This thing fries. Kovalevsky 615mm barrel. I believe it adds, highly accurate and controllable with recoil control, and then increases damage range. The reason I don't use the Empress Falcon is because you're not going to make those 30-40 meter shots. Okay, I want to be able to have that option with my AR. Recoil control, recoil booster for added fire rate, hand stop for recoil control. I just used the upgraded 60 round mag. I see a lot of people using 50 rounds. It hits like pellets. Subsonic because I want to stay off the minimap. Grooved because I want to add I want to take away that horizontal control. Sleight of hand because this gun 60 bullets it doesn't feel, it's sort of like the Fennec, right? Slight reflector because this is a sniper support. Zac 12A for that horizontal recoil. And then I pair this with the I pair this up with the 3-line rifle. And this is the Empress 514 barrel. I have been looking at using possibly the Empress 700mm barrel, but for now, this is what I've been using. I use it because of the ADS time, and there's no damage fall off, so I don't mind using the Mercury silencer because there's no damage fall off. I use the 30-06 20-round mag. Okay, lengthened leather grip. I don't use an optic, I just use the base. The Zac Customs MZ for the aim down sight speed and aim locking movement speed. Silent focus for the aiming stability, and fully loaded. I also changed the reticle to duplex crosshair because I want to be able to pinpoint my shots. It has a lot of grooves on the optic, so I can determine where I want the crosshair, how far up I have to aim. And then, I pair that with Amped. That's the big difference. I don't use Combat Scout with my sniper class. I just use Amped because I want to get those weapon swaps. And then we go into the 3 that I change over with Overkill. So this one here is my wall gun Ghost. Okay, I pair that with Combat Scout. Okay, I'm gonna pick that up with an AR or and an SMG. Now, this is a fun one. I love this. This is my M13 class. This is my restock. Okay, I use the Cyclone. Okay, the Ranger foregrip because the Cyclone doesn't. It's not as accurate as the Marksman barrel. Okay, VLK 60 round, and I use FMJ because I want to be able to hit people through walls because I'm going to be using the snapshot grenade. Every 30 seconds, you're going to get a snapshot grenade. You can throw it, and then it'll restock. Throw another one, restock. If you, and let's just say one other teammate is using this, in a gunfight, you're going to almost 100% of the time know exactly where everyone is. Not only that, but you're also going to have a gun that can shoot through walls. So it's basically like legal wall hacks. It's a lot of fun. If you haven't tried it out, definitely go for it. And then this is just my sniper Ghost. I've used this if I'm using my M13 and Swiss. I go with my Swiss Ghost so that I still have amped. And those are my top 10 loadouts, guys. If you guys found the video helpful, hit that subscribe button, comment, and like the video.